All right, so welcome back. Yes, after yesterday's big shocker, a freaking collaboration is planned. I wonder what happened and why. I still wonder why are they doing another collaboration, and if that means we're getting like 5 collabs this year. Correct, because there's still 2 dates left. August is almost always a collab, and then October is always a collab. So are we just gonna get 5 collabs this year? Tower of God, Eminence, this one, now those 2, or are those 2 being replaced with something else? Who knows? We'll find out very shortly. But today, we have some new confirmations over here from Voldemort, the man we shall not speak his name for. But talk about what he's confirmed over here and what he said, and bit of a sad part that I still want to say that sucks. But let's jump into it. New to the channel, like and subscribe. Here we go. So, as of yesterday, Voldemort came out and said what? The only thing that he said, like, as of me recording that video yesterday, was it's a collab. So he confirmed your next update basically is a collaboration. Whenever he does this, he like is teasing towards something, and whenever he starts the teasing process, he just goes through for days, kind of teasing it. But pretty much the first thing that he stated was a very simple thing: it's a collaboration. So confirmed, a collaboration is coming over here. That is what we're going to be getting. That is what they're going to be sort of doing. So collaboration, boom, boom, pow, we're done there. Now, from this point onwards, he then said, and this is what I showed you yesterday, it is a new collaboration, which we knew. We knew for a fact it has to be a new collaboration because Netmarble themselves said it. They said it was going to be basically multiple collabs that were new because they wanted to apologize for how bad it was last year and how many reruns. Every time a collaboration happened, it was a rerun. It was a rerun. It was a rerun. People got like so pissed that the collaboration started doing bad. The final like reruns that we had, they didn't do good by any means, because it was so much anger towards collaborations that a lot of the KR, JP, and even global players just were kind of fed up. So, new collaboration confirmed. Now, that's what I showed you yesterday. Past this point is all new information. First things first, yes. Whoa, that's wrong. First things first, yes. He did confirm it. A lot of players were thinking like, oh, this doesn't mean that it's a collaboration next, right? Because he didn't like say 100% it was a next collab. He confirmed it a little bit after. So, Haptic over here asked, is the collaboration next week or in August? And he should have said next. So yes, the collaboration is next week. Today is a 2-hour update. That is 1 billion% the fact. But yes, there is a collaboration coming out next week. There is, again, undeniable doubt that it's happening. Collaboration, you heard me correct, is coming next week. Got it? Good. There you go. Dude, people are still coping like it's not true. It is true. It's next week. So, okay. On top of that, also 3 units, someone asked. Yes, it is confirmed yet again to be a 3-unit collaboration. Again, not the best, but what I will say is maybe it's all 3-unit collabs because they plan to do more collabs a year. If it's 4 collab units a year, or 4 collab units per collab, and they do 2 to 3 collabs a year, that's 12 freaking units. That's insane. All right, that does understand, and that sort of computes in the context that yeah, that's a bit much. And then like think about it, so right? Let's do this. Ready? So 3 of the collabs, let's say that's new. Now that's 4 units. That's 12 units. Now 2 and 2 from the other reruns, basically in just raw collaborations. You know, you're dead, Box CC. Yeah, it's great, but your mats aren't going to do anything for you. They're not going to be there. And obviously, with reruns having LRs and such, that's an entire another point. But I understand that might be why they gave up on the sort of 4 characters and went with 3 characters. But it looks like it is a perma thing now. Collaborations will no longer have 4 characters. The only reason I didn't like it, and I still stand by my reasoning, is because like for IPs like Kodansha and Katakawa IPs, 4 characters is like the sweet spot. For example, like yeah, SLA, Shangri-La Frontier, you can be, you know, saying, oh, 3 characters makes more sense. But for like Fairy Tail, for Fire Force, and IPs like that, you know, like this as well, 3 would make the cut. But again, 4 would, like for Data Live, would look really good. Konosuba 4 would look really good. Danmaki 4 would look really good. We'll talk about this in a second, but there's a lot of collabs that will look really good in 4. But for this point, it's confirmed 3 units, 100%, okay? So it is a new collab with 3 units, not 4. So that's a new permanent thing we got to deal with. The last thing that he confirmed over here is this. I didn't watch the thing. So he confirmed that he didn't watch it. I don't know. In my opinion, that sort of confirms it's an anime and such, which like chops off a bunch of garbage that we could have gotten. I don't know. It could be that like it's Game of Thrones, because Netmarble has Game of Thrones. Would be the craziest thing to put in this game, like bruh. Curious if they do that. But what I can say is at least the one that I've been like saying like I hope doesn't release. I'm not the biggest fan of Hololive. I don't know. Does Hololive have an anime or something? I don't know how that works. I know that they're VTubers. I don't know. Do they have like an anime? Because I think that now that confirms HoloLive can't happen. Ignore the fact that this image is so small, but I couldn't get like a full quality image here. Tower God did a collaboration with HoloLive. Grand Cross did 2 collaborations with HoloLive as in streamers. I don't think that HoloLive has an anime, and I think that he would know HoloLive is like VTubers. So it confirms that that's not it. In my opinion, it also confirms that like Game of Thrones and things like that isn't it. I think that he's trying to say it's an anime because he was like, when he said it, they were asking him like, this anime, what do you think about that? Is it these ones? And then he said, I didn't watch the thing. So he was trying to like, I think, say it was an anime. So at least that's good. It's not like maybe a weird collab. So again, that just leaves you with what I told you last video. Anything Katakawa is fair game. Again, you have been just getting Katakawa properties for like the longest. This was a recent collaboration before we, like, this was like, was this the start to new collabs? I don't know, which one was it? Which one of these was the start to new collabs? I think it was this one. So this started new collabs. It, I think, ran into this, and then it ran into this, and then this was before, ReZero was before, and, wasn't there one more? Yeah, Eminence, you just got. So that's all Katakawa. That's like just raw Katakawa. Now you're left with, from Katakawa, SAO and Konosuba, right? knowing Voldemort, I know that he watches like Dragon Ball. I think that he watches Fairy Tail, or he did watch Fairy Tail. So I know that it's like not Fairy Tail in that, and I'm almost certain he watched Fire Force. So I think that is not Fire Force anymore. I just know for some reason, dude, because I know he watches Dragon Ball. I know he watches a bunch of animes because he talks about them a lot. So I know that a bunch of them are he's seen, like JoJo's he's seen, and so on and so forth. So with that knowledge, I think that like using his type of anime, I don't know. I see him not watching anything like Konosuba or SAO, but I do think that he did watch something like Fairy Tail and he did watch something like Fire Force. So those might be chalked off automatically here. Soul Leveling, I don't know. I think that he would watch that, but honestly, maybe he didn't. So that could be there still. Again, I still doubt that it's Soul Leveling just because right now they're doing a weird collab. I don't know if they want to like promote that at this point in time. The player base itself doesn't like the collab that Soul Leveling is doing. Imagine shoving players to Soul Leveling when their collab itself sucks, and a lot of players don't like it. Would be the funniest thing to do. I don't know if you watch Furin, but again, Furin is still fair game. And as always, Data Live is fair game, and Danmaki is fair game. So that's there. This is also still, I don't think it's fair game anymore. Dungeon Meshi is still fair game. They did have it, and they did collab with it for 7 Nights Idle. Shangri-La Frontier is also fair game. And I don't know, like, I don't think this is fair game based on how it's designed, but it could be. Who knows, right? That is there as well. And then they also collab with this, so who knows? Let me know what you think, if it's anything here that you agree with or disagree with. But for the most part, it is confirmed 3 units. It is confirmed next week 100%. And I think that his last point over here is saying this because he said it in response to like animes being listed. I think that he confirmed it was kind of an anime. So Game of Thrones is at least out the window. And I think HoloLive is also out the window. I don't think HoloLive has an anime. And I think that he would know that if that is the case. But what do you think? Let me know. But I do think that also maybe Fire Force and Fairy Tail might die here because I'm pretty sure he's mentioned them before. And I think he may have watched them. So I think those are dead now. I don't think they're ever going to work with Kodansha again. Like, what is this, bro? Actually, Kodansha is like the property they got SDS from. But we're not getting Kodansha collabs. We're just getting Katakawa collabs. Like, bro. Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't be shocked. Once we get SAO and Konosuba, they just stop collabing with anything. Because there's nothing left to collab with. They only collaborate with those things. And then their owned properties, which is Shangri-La Frontier now. And I guess Soul Leveling, which they haven't picked up a new property since. Yeah. You see what I mean? Take care, have fun. It's been it from me.